Now, whatever method you chose to use to put this peg into place, once we've got it in place, it's actually going to work really well to just model this right here in the context of our assembly. So to edit a part in the context of the assembly, you just find that part in the design tree, and then click this little part icon with the blue rectangle in it. That means edit part in context. And what you can see is it's turned these guys blue over in our design tree, meaning that, that we are editing those live. So now I can go to my Surfaces tab, and I can do my Extend Surface to extend this bottom edge out a little bit. And it looks like I probably only need, let's say 5 millimeters coming straight on down. Same surface. Click OK. Now it looks pretty good. Probably take, from there we can just go ahead and close it up. So let's grab our planar surface tool. We can click this top edge, and actually we can click the bottom one too. Just do this in one fell swoop. So we've got both surfaces. And then grab my knit surface tool and grab the top, the middle, and the bottom surfaces. And then click on the try to form solid box, which is going to make this guy a solid. Click OK, and now we are in good shape. And if we wanted to, just for fun, we could grab our mahogany and throw that on this guy as well. So we've got our wooden peg in place. And if we want to, actually, we can now go to our Direct Editing tab and use Move Face. And we can move that top face using the Offset mode. We could move it by, let's flip the direction. We'll move it by 5 millimeters straight back. All right, that looks good. And finally, let's actually move this bottom face a little bit as well. We could have done this with the Extend Surface, but actually this is, it's going to be nice to have this feature in here so that if we want to change it later, it's there for us. That's just nice to have. So later on, if we wanted to move that face, we'll have that option. We can also grab our round tool. I could round this corner by, let's say, 1.5 millimeters. That looks pretty good, so it's nice and rounded. All right, looks good. And finally, we're going to want to add the key at the bottom of this for turning it. And there are all kinds of ways that you could decide you want to do this. I find I actually like to do this in quarters. I just think it's the simplest, cleanest way to do it. So let's grab, I'm going to go to my right plane and sketch on it. And because we moved this to the center of our document, you can see our view is nice and centered on this, so it's going to be real easy to work with. Grab my center line and draw a center line from the origin straight on down, just so I've got something here locked down. And I can grab, I don't know, let's actually draw a center rectangle to start with. That's going to be useful to us. We can take all of these different edges of it and set those to be construction geometry. We can grab another center line, put it straight across here because we're just working in quarters, like I said. We can grab our 3-point arc tool. I'll just put one right here. And we'll just kind of work it into place later. Grab our 3-point arc tool again, go straight across to the middle of this guy. Something real similar. I'm going to make this tangent across the top. Make this tangent at the other side as well. And then the location of this will want to be relative to these guys. So first, let's set a dimension from here to here. We'll call that 1 millimeter. Why not? Set a dimension from here to here. We'll call that 1 millimeter as well. And now we just have to define the overall dimensions of our key using this rectangle that we have here. So let's set our overall height to be, I don't know, let's call it 3/4 of a millimeter, which is about, or 3/4 of an inch, that is, which is about 19. Actually, I think I want this one to be 19. There we go. I want it 3/4 of an inch wide, and I'm thinking this probably wants to be a 1/2 inch, more like 12 millimeters. There we go. That looks better. And finally, I'll just grab my line tool and just close this up so we have a solid here. That'll be useful. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. The only thing that's not locked down is the distance from this face, and we could set that if we want to. Why not? We'll just grab a dimension from this edge to here. We'll make that 3 millimeters just for giggles. And once that's locked down, we can go to our Features tab, click on Extrude. We can extrude that guy out some distance. We'll call it 10 millimeters, something way too far, absurdly far. Click OK, and there she is. Now, first, let's go up to this bottom plane we just created. I'm going to sketch right on it and zoom right on in. And we'll want to set an arc straight across it because that's what we are going to cut. And these dimensions are really arbitrary. It doesn't frankly matter. Let's grab a center line real quick. Make it perfectly vertical, and then set it to be tangent with our arc. And then we'll set a distance from this origin to there. And this is going to be obviously half of the total width of this key. And I think the total width is maybe 10 millimeters, so let's make this 5. And then I'm going to do this guy. Same kind of deal. And we'll make that maybe 3. So we've got a little bit of arc to this thing. And that has locked it down completely. So from here I can actually do an extrude cut. I haven't closed this. It's just extruding a surface, and it's giving me this little arrow to show me which side of the body is going to get cut off. Now if I don't like that, I can come down here and click this flip side to cut button, and you'll see that it flips out the arrow, so it's cutting the side that I want to cut. Click OK, and I'm left with just that bit. And so now I can actually just make the rest of this thing. First, let's add a nice fillet to this corner. Let's call that 2 millimeters. And then I'll add another fillet to this front edge. We'll call that 1 millimeters. Or 1 millimeter, I should say. And then we can create the other sides of this guy. So we'll just grab our mirror tool. Use this as our mirror plane. Bodies to mirror would be this guy. Make sure merge solids is checked. Click OK. So then we'll do it again. Grab that mirror tool, mirroring across this. Mirroring this body. Merge solids. Click OK. And one last time. We'll run the mirror across this. Mirroring this body. Merge. Click OK. And we have a key.